I don't think there is another tour like this in the world.
And why is that?
I've been to Europe and saw World War II sites, but it was much more constrained as far as where you could go and what you could see. What is here is very raw.
I've never really sprung like this, gripping through my mind all night and day. I watch you like you're on my wrist. Come over, I need you.
Hi, my name is Walt. It's time to discover Saipan. My most recent trip to Tinian was on October 1st, 2025, the first day of the government shutdown, and I'll give you a little peek into what was going on island at that time. As we approach Tinian, you can see the 4 runways and also connector roads are still clearly visible. The clearing of all the runways continues, and you can see Runway Able, Baker, Charlie, and Dog in the distance. Just as a little preview, in an upcoming video I'll be focusing on actually taking you inside some of the structures on Tinian, the Japanese era structures, but for now we're going to focus on the runways. This is Runway Able. Not much activity here, though we did see some trucks driving back and forth. So we were able to drive the full 10,000 foot length of the runways. For those of you who might be new to the channel or unfamiliar with the historic significance of these runways, we're driving now on Runway Able. This is the runway back in 1945 from which the B-29 bomber, the Enola Gay, took off to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. And then a few days later, the B-29 bomber Boxcar took off from this same runway to drop the second atomic bomb on Nagasaki, Japan. So it's of historic significance, and tour clients come every so often to experience what it's like today and to get a sense of history. Now we're driving on Runway Baker, and as you can see there's an excavator there, and there was activity on October 1st, the first day of the shutdown. I'm not sure whether they were in transitional period or whether they were rushing before there might have been a stop work order, but there are certain projects that are accepted from the shutdown, and some of those might have to do with national security, mission critical projects. So it's highly likely that even though the shutdown was in effect, that these projects here on Tinian may not have been directly affected, but could become so if the shutdown continues. But as of October 1st, things were still moving forward. Now we're on Runway Charlie, and these are incinerators that are going strong, and those are burning debris, and you can still see a lot of cleared brush and debris still on the sides of Runway Charlie. So again, activity going full force here, and these are open to the public, or at least no one was stopping us from driving through. Now these are interesting structures I hadn't seen before or noticed before. These are land clearing rakes, and they're essentially for sifting out stones and rocks and dirt from trees and other debris. So it's basically a sifter for large clearing projects. Let's go take a closer look by Google to see what it is exactly. Ooh. So this is what the clearing of Runway Charlie looks like on October 1st, 2025. The incinerator is going in the back. And what you see on the right side of the screen is a land clearing rake, or also known as a root rake, and it attaches to the front of a bulldozer or loader, and it's used to separate rocks and roots and debris from soil, or preparing runways or fields for regrading. It allows the dirt to pass through the slats while retaining large debris on top. So I might have missed them before, or maybe they just brought them in for this stage of the clearing. But that's what's happening now on October 1st. We will adhere to the rules today, and we have a sign that says danger, unexploded ordnance, keep out. So yeah, we won't go past this one. Hard thing to explain to your wife that you're...
Or the rental car company.
Alright, we're now on Runway Dog, which you might otherwise have referred to as Delta, but the original name for it back in the 40s was Runway Dog. So you had Able, Baker, Charlie, and Dog, and according to the one supervisor I spoke to, they are reverting to that name for the duration of the project. So this is referred to as Runway Dog. And we can see clearing here as well underway. Now, one of the unknowns and one of the areas of concern for those of us who do tours and also for the general community is exactly how accessible these runways are going to be if and when they are put into the use that's anticipated. So, pieces of wood. The military is planning to repave and widen the runways to shore up the U.S. presence in this region and to spread their resources out between Guam and the Marianas and other islands in this area. So the question is whether, if and when that goes into effect, whether these runways will be publicly accessible as they are now. So stay tuned to the channel and I'll let you know what I find out. Stop us. If we were going to be stopped, it would be more an official looking vehicle.
With a pickup truck.
So these guys are just working.
Just getting their job done.
Yep. Alright. We may have to turn around. Alright, we're good. Fear not, my friend.
Yeah, seems like you're...
So, nothing else there. Let's see if we can connect back to this way. Alright, so that was Runway Dog. While driving, my guest Alan started to say something that sounded like it was going to be good, so I stopped him, turned on the camera, and asked him to proceed. Alright, so you just said, repeat what you just said.
I don't think there is another tour like this in the world.
And why is that?
I've been to Europe and saw World War II sites, but it was much more constrained as far as where you could go and what you could see. What is here is very raw and intact from 1944, 1945.
Right. Yep, absolutely. Thought you were going to say something good about your tour guide, but anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that goes with the territory, I think.
Right. No, but you're right. It is unique.
No, and
there's a lot of freedom that we have here that we wouldn't have in any other place. No. To actually go right up to the structures, climb into a tank, climb into a cave or an air raid shelter. So, yep, very unique tour.
This is very unique, and nothing like this in the world. And yes, Walt, it is you. It is you. If it wasn't for you, I would never. I don't know how anybody would find most of these places.
Right.
That's what's crazy is that there's something back here that we should go see. And I was thinking about the caves
right
there, and going, even if somebody had it on a map, I don't know if you'd be courageous enough to go back there.
Watch you like you're on my
Subscribe.
Come over
you know what I'm saying.